Well, they got the right man on the job, that's for sure.
I sure hope so.
It's the detailist himself, Stone, the young Chevy guy.
What's going on, YouTube? Just your friendly neighborhood young Chevy truck trying to bring you guys another video today. And today we're working on the C10, y'all. We're working on the C10. It's been collecting dust and cobwebs and things of that nature for a long time. But we're gonna be working on my motor today to get the ball rolling for the return of the C10. But before this video gets started, I just want to say this. If you haven't done anything productive today, go do something productive, all right? Pause the video. I'll be here when you get back. Go for a jog, do some push-ups, you know what I'm saying? Do something productive before you start watching this video. You gotta reward, you know what I'm saying? Do something productive and then use this as a reward for doing said productive thing. Like, don't just be lazy all the time. Like, for instance, if you're somebody who wants to be a YouTuber and things of that nature, go make a YouTube video and then come back and watch my video. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure that you are being a productive human being, and then that will make me feel better about y'all watching my content. So in this video, we are going to be filing my piston rings. So this is the little tool from Summit. This is the part number. And yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. This is gonna be a naturally aspirated motor for its whole entire life. So that's gonna be the formula for how we put things together. The bore times 0.005. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Also, I have been told by the engine shop not to worry about staggering the second ring in any way. So I'm just gonna have this same spec for the top ring and the second ring. And so let's go ahead and do the math to see exactly what I need to be measuring my rings to. So that would be 4.030 times 0.05, and that's what I need to aim for. 0.020 for the gap in my top and second ring. These things are touching together, so I'm gonna have to do some shaving before I see anything at all, before I see any type of gap. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. And it didn't move the slightest bit. Because I'm paranoid. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to take some more off, because y'all can probably see from way back there that there is no gap in here at all, and I'm just being scaredy right now. Y'all wanna know something funny? I haven't made the slightest difference in this ring. It looks like it. You can see a little, you know, little scratches, you know, on the very end, but yeah, I haven't made the slightest difference in the amount of little turning that I've been doing. Yeah, I've just gotten to the point where I actually see a little bit of light when I put everything in there together, which is hilarious, but you know, what can you do? All right, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not making no difference. I mean, I'm making very small differences. Like, it's just getting to a point where it's not difficult to put the piston ring inside the cylinder. So I see a very small gap forming, but it's taking a long time. It's taking a lot longer than I thought, and I feel like I'm just wasting footage. So I'm gonna do a little bit more, and when I get, you know, to a point where I can actually see something, then I'll pick it back up, because this is how far we gotta go. And it's definitely not gonna allow me to tuck that in there yet. So let me do some more massaging and checking, and I will get back to y'all when I have found the money. Y'all saw the amount of turning I did. And that's the baby little gap that we got in here now. Hold on, let me make sure y'all can see that. That's the baby little gap that we got in here now, y'all. So we got a lot more to go. This is gonna be quite a process, I'm not gonna lie. I think the YouTube videos kind of make it seem like you could snatch all of it off, you know, if you're moving too fast. I don't think that's the case. Well, maybe, you know, and also they might leave a lot on there on purpose so that, you know, you have more room for adjustment, you know. So, but this is one takes longer than I thought it would. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just doing the one it takes a lot longer. So let's keep going. Make sure y'all like the video.
Genius is at work.
Yeah.
Cool. Love your setup. Love it.
What, do you want to say hey to the people?
Hey people. Hope y'all are happy. I am. The genius is back at work. And this big old blue box is gonna be on the road. Wasting tires before you know it.
Yep, still some left. Still some left on there.
Look at the process, man.
That it's long and drawn out, because look, I've been doing that for a long time, and I haven't gotten much off of there. And they made it seem like, oh, like, don't go too fast because you can't put it back once it's, but still, even with, I've been doing this for a while and I haven't gotten anywhere. And I've been checking, I've checked probably 4 or 5 times, and checking is consistent of just dropping the ring inside the bore.
Okay.
And then putting the tester on it to see if it's where you need it to be.
The gap is what you good, googly woogly.
And so the gap, it's just gotten to a point where it's not as difficult to put the ring in there.
Just got there.
Just got to where it's not difficult to do.
After how much time roughly of working on one ring?
I've been working for like 15 minutes easily on this one ring.
You can't do 2 at a time, can you?
No.
Okay.
Because like it's a balancing act of trying to make sure that it's lined up with the wheel. Because you can't have it messed up, skewed like that.
They gotta be flush when they touch each other.
So I've even been stopping and squeezing it together to make sure that they're mashing up the right way.
Wow.
So yeah, it's gonna take a long time.
Yeah. But
by the end of this video, I should have the rings on the pistons. Maybe not, because you're supposed to clock them a certain way. I probably won't have them clocked the right way.
That's a good point. How do you clock? You clock them all the same, or you clock them?
It's in the instructions. I think it's a little different depending on what side the piston's going on.
Cylinder by cylinder.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have them just on there and the right size.
Because the clocking part, I'm thinking, is easy.
Yeah.
You just spin it around to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, what have you.
Yeah, I just spin it
4
and
o'clock
then
rock.
And because I think I want to. What'd you say?
That's a song.
Oh, okay.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock rock.
But I want to have it right before I put it in the engine. Instead of trying to clock it now and then, maybe next week they different by then. I'd rather clock it right before they actually go in there.
So sounds like the move.
I don't really need the light for the camera. The camera's not really the problem.
Lights for you to see what you're doing.
Yeah, so I set it up so I could see like the right angle and all that.
Feel how aggressive the file is.
It's pretty aggressive. It's pretty aggressive. So
cool beans.
But yep, I'm trying. It's gonna take a long time because mind you, there's 8 of these, and then 8 more for the second rings, and then I also have to check to make sure that the oil rings are the right size in there because those
they
are supposed
to be filed too. The oil rings.
They say here, oil rings gotta be that gap apart. Minimum.
And I can't see it well enough. That's the same as the ring.
0.015.
Is that the same as the ring, or is it vary?
No, the ring is bigger than that.
Oh, talk about an exact science.
So yeah.
Wow. Well, they got the right man on the job, that's for sure.
I sure hope so.
It's the detailist himself, Stone, the young Chevy guy.
And make sure y'all do me a huge favor and like the video, because I really want to get this channel to good places, and I want to be able to make better content for y'all. So just do me a favor while you're here, and please like this video for me. Wow. All right, so the way that those people cut their YouTube videos, the people who made the YouTube videos for this exact thing, they cut them up so that they're nice and short and sweet. But behind the scenes, they are taking it is a very tedious process, because I've been messing with just one. You know what I'm saying? I knew that they said that it would take a couple hours though. I remember them saying that. But I've been messing with one this whole time, and I've been messing with it off camera too, and I'm still not even halfway to the 0.020 that it's supposed to be. So yeah, let that be some point of reference for if you're actually doing this yourself. It's gonna take a minute, so I'm gonna go ahead and just skip to when I actually make some real progress. Look, I was gonna psych y'all out and act like we're in business, but we're not. We're only halfway there, y'all. This is the 10. This is 0.010, and finally makes it in there on its own. Yeah, we're only halfway there, but I guess I'm kind of using this as a judging tool to see where we are and how fast or slow I need to be going as I'm turning the wheel. So just trying to keep y'all in the loop and show y'all some perspective as to what I'm dealing with here. Okay, so I've been watching it the whole way. And if my camera will focus, see 0.016. And now it takes 0.016 just fine. So I'm watching it move, watching it migrate the whole way. And we're almost at the mark. But mind you, I'm still on just one. Still on just one. So this is a very long, drawn out, tedious process. But, at the very least, I know what size the rings are. I know what they are because I did it, So let's keep on going until we get to 20. 0.020. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I got awfully close with this one because let me just show you. This is 19.019. And it goes in just fine. And I wanted to stop at 18 and check again. But yeah, past it, went straight to 19. So now I kind of see at what rate the metal actually comes off for these. That's why I'm only going to be doing the top rings and then moving on to the next one, because I need to be able to develop a method in my mind, because I feel like my mind is sharp enough to where it'll understand the patterns and the rate at which I need to go. But look at how close that is. It's not in there. It won't go in. But I was a hair away from going too big. And which, it's not the end of the world, but like, if I'm trying to have all of them the same, then that's a big problem, because I'm not trying to have all of them too big. So yeah, I just need to go even slower now, and probably go by like the amount of turns. I've been kind of like counting my turns. So like now I'm probably going to go by only like 5 turns of the wheel, and then check again until this thing fits, because I really want it to be even all the way around. Before, I was doing multiple, maybe 30 turns to see a difference. But at this rate, I'm going to go and shoot straight past it. So I'm going to go extra slow and just do 5 turns for the next couple ones, so that it lands at the right number. If those 5 turns got this bad boy where we need it to be. Nope. Not yet. Nope. Not yet. Not yet. Close though. Not yet. Come on now. Give me something. Nope, not yet. What we got? Oh, there we go. Finally got it, bro. That took a lot of time. And it doesn't even look like that much of a gap. I mean, when you think about it on paper, of course it doesn't seem like that much of a gap. But still, I guess I expected to visually see more. Y'all know that episode of SpongeBob where he was supposed to write an essay, and he did a whole lot of writing, but then like when he looked at the paper, it was just and it just looked real fancy. It took that long to do one, but at least I have a system now. So the edges are deburred, and it's cut to perfection. And I've got a system, but like I said, that was just one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest, and then I'll get back to y'all when it comes time to do the second ring. That's just the top. That's the method for the top. If anything changes, because I know the materials are different, so maybe if it takes me a longer amount of time or a shorter amount of time, I'll let y'all know and update y'all on like, you know, the experience and things of that nature. So, and also I want to add in that I did sort of my own form of like counting while I'm turning, and so I did 60 turns per session, and I did that about 6 times, so that's like 360 turns, and that got me halfway to where I need to go. That got me to 0.010. So I guess that's something that, you know, I don't know if y'all can use that as reference, because everybody's things are going to be, everybody's setups are going to be so different. But like, you know, I guess that puts it in perspective for you people at home who are thinking about doing this yourselves. People who make the videos, they cut it in a way that makes it look like, of course, it's not going to take that long. But no, those rings that they're using are already close to done, or they cut the majority of the cutting process out of it. So yeah, just so you know, it will be a long process. It probably is going to be longer than what's quoted if this is your first time too. You know, that's being your first time doing it is going to, of course, add more time onto it. So like I said, I'm gonna keep on going and then show y'all the end result afterward. Okay, so update. It is 10:50 at night. I'm on the last top piston ring. And so I got a pretty good method going, and now I think I'm going to go ahead and on the last one just show y'all the entire method from start to finish. I have to come back tomorrow and do the second ones because it takes a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the method that I've used so far and what works so far. It might not be the same for you, but you know, it's what worked for me. And yeah, so let's go through it. Okay, I'm gonna try to be as descriptive as possible for y'all with this explanation, because the explanation I gave earlier in this video, you might not even see it. I might cut it out. But the explanation I gave, I feel like it wasn't as descriptive as it could be, because now I know a little bit more about, you know, how I'm doing this, how I'm going about this. So for me personally, and in my situation, it's so good to see just only one of these. You have no idea. So with my situation, all of these are the maximum size they could possibly be. When you put them in the cylinder, they're tight. They're completely tight. So I know that I can go ahead and start cutting. I'm not cutting, filing. And so what I do is I'll go in increments of 100 turns. So first starting out, I'll do 1. Hold on. And I know that's not going to be enough because it usually takes about 300 turns before it's even halfway there. So let's go ahead and take this, and yeah, it's barely wants to slide down with the piston behind it. So yeah, it's pretty much the same. And snatch that bad boy back out and hit it with another 100. All right, now let's go and try that one. And my goal usually, because I move up in very small increments with my measuring. So I'm going to start off fishing for 0.010 of an inch. And of course it's nowhere near that yet. So I gotta take it back out. I'm gonna hit it with another 100 because I know it's nowhere near. Let's see if we are getting anywhere. Feels like it's getting somewhere. So looking for 0.010, and it's just barely able to accept the 0.010. This time, because I want to see it accept it, I'm going to do 50 now. See, I kind of start like dialing back as I get closer to where I want it to be at. So let's see, put it back in the cylinder, square it up. Let's see if it will hit the 0.010. And now it will. Now it'll go in comfortably. So now, this is by no means a how-to. Let me just say that now also. This is by no means a how-to. I'm just showing y'all my ways and my methods. I am going to go up now to 0.016, and we're gonna gradually try to reach that marker. And now I'm gonna start going up in increments of 50 turns just to make sure that I don't pass anything important. Throw it back in the cylinder, square it up. See if 0.016, if it accommodates it. It does, but barely. Just barely. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna up it 0.018. Let's see if it'll fit that one. And it will, but just barely. So let me see, 0.019. And it will not fit 0.019. So now that I know that I'm that close, now I'm gonna dial it back even more. Now I'm gonna hit it with 10 turns so that I don't pass it on accident. So I'm gonna just hit it with 10 and try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm pretty sure that that's not gonna be enough, but that's the whole point. I don't want it to be, I want it to get, I don't want it to sneak up on me. So let's see, with the 19. Alright, it looks like it is fitting the 19 just barely. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the 0.020, which is where I need to be. Let's see, will it fit it? Nope. Nope, it will not. So now I'm gonna turn it down even more. I'm gonna only do 5 turns each time and measure each time after 5 turns. Alright, so I'm gonna keep going in increments of 5 until I feel something, and I will let y'all know. We moved in very, very small increments and got it pretty on the money. Of course, you're not gonna be able to see anything like, well, you know what? I might as well bring you over now at this point. We done dove this deep. Might as well. But yeah, perfect. Gotta deburr the edges still, but we are good to go. And you know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and chop these videos up, y'all. I know that you know, I would ideally like to have this all in one video, but I like being as descriptive as possible for y'all. I like to make videos that people can come back to years from now. You know, if they need help with something like this, then maybe they could see a more real life perspective, a real life person actually making, you know, making progress and actually doing the piston ring filing, rather than to see the quick heavily edited video or something of that nature that just gets the point across, maybe they would benefit from seeing a video like mine where it's actually going through the motions of every little step and every little thing, and it's actually portraying how long it actually takes to do it, especially if it's your first time doing it. So hopefully this video makes that happen for y'all. If it does, please leave a like on this video. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get this channel back to where it used to be, you know? I want it to be filled with nothing but joy, you know what I'm saying? And nothing but just having fun with the process of it all. That's really, I feel like, why people like this channel so much. It's because we try to focus on the process. And you know, I don't mean to be Uncle Stone right now, but I'm gonna be Uncle Stone right now. I have noticed that you have to find the balance between striving to do better, but also appreciating where you are. Because if you're always striving for better, then you'll get $1 million, and then you'll be like, why don't I have 2 million yet? And why don't I have 3 million yet? And you'll never be satisfied. And if you're too, you know, cool with where you're at, then you'll never get anywhere because you're too calm and too collected with staying where you are in life. So you got to find the balance between striving for better and also appreciating where you are, and you're golden. And that's what I'm trying to master to this day. I say that like I'm old, you know, but you get my point. Like that's a balance I'm trying to get to right now. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna deburr the edges of this. I don't think y'all need to see that because y'all saw me do it earlier in the video. So I like to think that this is nice and descriptive. Of course, make sure y'all stay tuned for next week. I'm gonna go ahead and put out the part 2 of this where I do the rest of everything, and then I put the pistons, I can't talk right now. In the next video, I'll put the rings on the pistons and connecting rod combo and all that so that it's ready for assembly. So just make sure y'all stay tuned for next week. And of course, obviously in that video, I'll be finishing the second rings. The second set of piston rings that need to be filed down, and checking for the clearance on the oil rings as well, because you're supposed to make sure that they're a minimum of a certain number and things of that nature. So I'll be doing that tomorrow, so make sure y'all stay tuned for next week for y'all, tomorrow for me, but next week for y'all. I really appreciate you guys watching. I will see you in the next one, and have a good one.